his 21-year career, he had Sprite and Ruffles chips commercials. And I know damn well that motherfucker don't drink a drop of Sprite every year. If
Right,
LeBron drunk Sprite, he probably would fall off immediately just because his
right,
body is so conditioned. You know,
And
exactly.
plus
he's
at his age, yeah.
yeah.
He's not old now. Come on now.
But to perform at that level for so long at the optimal level, like 39-year-olds in the NBA don't be jumping through the air like LeBron James does.
That's fact.
So the
Right,
fact that
Let's go.
Say you don't know how to cook without saying you don't know how to cook. I mean, we have been mind fucked into thinking that this is food. This is not. I mean, she got the whole FDA said, fuck them kids package. Because this ain't food. This is food-like items. And the only reason why y'all glorify this shit is because it's in the grocery stores and everybody else is eating it, so you think it's okay. Turn around that damn package and look at the ingredients and then go look it up and go look up the side effects it have on your children. But it's normalized, right? But look what these other countries are doing. They are banning these ingredients, right? It's same company, totally different ingredients, right? But because it's approved in America, it is okay. We gotta do better, y'all. A lot of y'all gonna find 100 different excuses to why y'all shop like this, but you ain't gotta shop like this. You are choosing to shop like this, and then y'all gonna say, oh, this is my baby favorite snack. It's your baby favorite snack because your baby is addicted to the sugar and the additive that's inside of this bullshit. And your children is always hungry because they don't have any nutrients in their diet, and they gravitate towards what they know, which is this bullshit that they mama keep buying. Education is key. Stop killing y'all kids, y'all. Y'all pissing me off. Now, it don't take much for you to turn the back of a package around and Google some ingredients. Now, when you know better, you do better. Is it that you just don't care or you just don't know? If it's that you just don't know, it's nothing to educate yourself.
Big facts. So not just solely on the women. I know for most people, I don't know if it's most anymore, but I would say that the women are the sole providers when it comes to our nutrients in the most part. They feeding us, they making sure we straight, that we surviving throughout the day. So I just don't want to say that it's just women because we got men that are cooking. We just talked about that. Men cooking sometimes, so there ain't nothing wrong with that. So it's for every single body. And the way this food is going and where we need to be educating ourselves, do you think, well, point blank, are we feeding our family death with these type of foods that are in America right now? What y'all
Got
think?
to speak at once.
Yeah, I would say absolutely, we are killing ourselves with these foods. Long longevity wise. But I think it's really boils down to, like you said, education. In this consumer society, we're so pushed and so advertised and kind of distracted in a way to buy these things. You know what I mean? We're constantly overloaded with this information that glorified, like I said, these types of foods. They're found in our favorite TV shows, just any types. I mean, everywhere. Honestly, commercials on tablet, I mean, just all types of screens. So it's terrible, but honestly, I feel like like I said, it starts from the household, man. You got to be educated with knowing this knowledge and being consistent with making sure that you just know these things.
it's definitely you said it, Shawn. It's definitely being marketed to us first. It's crazy. You would think about an athlete such as LeBron James as in shape and whatnot. I mentioned this before, I'm sure, on this podcast. But as in shape and healthy as he has been through his 21-year career that they keep reminding us of every game, his 21-year career, he had Sprite and Ruffles chips commercials. And I know damn well that motherfucker don't drink a drop of Sprite every year. If
Right.
LeBron drunk Sprite, he probably would fall off immediately just because his
Right.
body is so conditioned.
Exactly.
And plus at his age, yeah.
Yeah.
He's not old now. Come on now.
But to perform at that level for so long at the optimal level. Like 39-year-olds in the NBA don't be jumping through the air like LeBron James does.
That's facts.
So the
Right.
fact that
Facts.
I think it's crazy the fact that he's looked up to. So when kids see him drinking Sprite and eating Ruffles chips, what they gonna do? I want to be like LeBron. I'm gonna eat chips
Mm-hmm.
and drink Sprite and think I'm gonna grow up to be 6'8", and that's the total opposite of what's gonna happen to you. You're not gonna be able to run. You're not gonna be able to, perform athletically like that. Um, and then when you look at this picture right in the background, Costco and these stores like that are the devil because you could buy this shit in bulk and it's discounted. It's discounted. So
Whoa, now,
yeah, anything. Huh?
because you can buy chicken breast in bulk too.
I'm just talking about the snacks, Trey. I'm not saying it doesn't have some good stuff, but as far as this picture, all these snacks and stuff that we can buy in bulk, it's the devil. Especially like the 24-pack chips. You having a party for kids? What you gonna do? Go get the 24-pack of chips with the variety, so everybody can have something different. I mean,
Absolutely.
it's it's uh it's crazy. And like I like that they put the difference between like the UK ingredients and what's in America. Because the UK and other places, they don't use all those preservatives and stuff to make our ketchup, for example, last longer and whatnot. When you go to Mexico, like I went to Mexico last year,
Yes,
their
Lord.
ketchup is runny like hot sauce because it doesn't have all those thick preservatives in there that probably slowly kills us inside and just sticks to us. It's just crazy, man. And it is an education thing. I don't know how crazy. I'm sure I ate crazy snacks and stuff as a kid,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know to what level. Like I don't think I ever had to have snacks. It was a privilege to get snacks. You had to be on good behavior to get
Right,
snacks.
right.
Get good grades to keep them snacks coming. But nowadays we just spoil our kids. We spoil them just because we feel like we should. And I think we're getting better. I think our generation is the generation to change this habit. But of course, in maybe more impoverished areas, it's just that's how they survive. They survive on the hot fries and stuff because it's 2 bags for 50 cents and whatnot and stuff like that. But there are other options. So we just got to continue to educate and read the ingredients and Google them because if we it's funny we'll when we sneeze right we'll go WebMD and we'll think we're terminally ill or whatnot, but we want well it'll probably be the same effect if we looked at the side effects of some of these chemicals and ingredients they put in our snacks and whatnot.
That's another
Yeah.
setup right there too.
Exactly.
What's
Look
up?
up some, look up a symptom and see that you're dying. No, I'm saying so many motherfuckers self-diagnosed.
Hey, I'm one of them.
Right.
I'm a WebMD professor, PhD.
Facts. That's people's favorite word. Just Google it.
You know what I'm saying? Um, I'm gonna say this was one of the pluses. You kind of hit it right on the nail, man. That was one of the perks of poverty. Is I don't got the luxury to have all of these snacks, all of this stuff. I had to get it how I live, and getting it how to live, you got to know how to cook something. That's one of the ways that I learned how to cook. I had to fend for myself a lot of days, or you don't eat. You know what I'm saying? So, and this is when I was a little bit older in age, but still wasn't at the age to work. So this isn't like child abandonment.
CPS.
You know what I'm saying?
CPS.
It ain't nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? I never had to worry about food. Like there was always meals. There was always meals cooked in bulk, and there was always leftovers. So if I really was hungry, I would get something to eat. Most of my families had fruit trees, pears. Love the pear tree. I can't buy a pear out of the store.
Mm-hmm.
I can't. I
No,
can't do
sir.
it. You know what I mean? And yeah. So I had more. I'm more grounded in natural things anyway. So that is a perk. This image right here, this image of the shopping carts, that is seen as a flex. That is seen as I ain't have to use EBT or WIC to buy these things. I ain't have to, use food stamps and look at what I can do now. It's more of a flex, And it still goes back to that rebellious mentality, you know what I'm saying? Whereas as a child, you know what I'm saying, you, as we all just established, we would get these types of snacks sparsely for, rewarding, or some type of reward. And as a youngin, you can think like, well, I want this all the time. Well, if you got that mentality, you carry that into adulthood. Now I can purchase it. I don't need a limit. I can get it as much as I want. You know what I mean? And now there's no discipline there because you're still in a rebellious mentality. I did it. I did it quite a while. You know what I'm saying? I got some snacks. You know what I mean? But my snacks be lasting forever because I don't really reach for them. I realized that, like, for me to really sit and snack, like, I don't sit and snack around no more. I'm really more so like eating something on the go, and I need some energy real quick. So, you know, I can get a snack in. I could get some Nature Valley or something like that, or like make up something myself. I make my own trail mix. You know what I'm saying? I make my own stuff, bro, because I did realize this a while ago. I did realize this a while ago that, I don't know what all these ingredients is on the why does the entire back of the label covered in ingredients when it's just 4 items in this mix. So
Yep.
instead, let me go get these 4 items and put it together myself. So it's much less ingredients. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. I just take initiative. I just took initiative right away. You know what I mean? Once I saw the difference.
And I think another great point whoever made this video made is like why our kids, eat all this shit and they're still hungry because they're not getting nutrients. And I noticed that about myself. I can go eat some fast food, and I felt like I ate a lot in that, the first 30 minutes or so after eating, but then like in 2 more hours I'm hungry and I'm like, damn, I just ate that high calorie or alleged high calorie meal and I'm still hungry. Is because I didn't get any vegetables. I didn't get any, appropriate protein. I don't know what the fuck I just ate. Probably was human meat or something. But um, when you don't get the nutrients, you are left feeling hungry, and then when you continue to snack on the bullshit that isn't feeding you anything, you just killing yourself slowly.
Shine. Get your shine on. Get your shine on, shout it.
Yeah. So, hey, I put this on. I put it on everywhere. Booty cheeks, kneecaps, underarms. I got the vanilla right here. Usually, hey, I got the lavender one. It helped me sleep good. Cause I be sleeping like this, and I can smell it off my hands. I'm trying to tell you, feeling good. Y'all better rock with this.
Right.
It's that vanilla. Yeah.
Listen, man, we ain't being ashy no more. Hygiene. Yeah. Hygiene is important. You need to get your shine. It's hydrating. It's light. It lasts all day. You don't got to use a lot, and it's good from face to foot.
Historically, I don't really use lotion or nothing like that because I'm like in a hybrid, light skin, in between dark skin motherfuckers. Coming back from vacation, I'm a little sunburnt, so I needed something to get my skin back right because I'm feeling like a reptile right now. So I'm gonna get this baby going on when I get home.
Oh, and look, you gotta shine on, everybody. Hey, look, I got like 4 cases. I got a bunch of cases. And I got the big jar too. That's old school. Y'all don't even know about that. He don't even got those no more. But look, I'm telling y'all, this shine is amazing. Help with eczema, clear your skin up, all of that great stuff. So you don't want to miss out on this shine, man. Make sure y'all go get y'all a bottle of this.
All natural ingredients.
Absolutely.
Yep. Where they can find it?
So you can find this at shinecareproducts.com. Let them know that we sent you. Use the code FMF20, get you a discount.
Got to.
Faster type thing.
No, very true. That's true. It's a mental game.
Yeah,
But so like Shawn said, I had a question about that. I mean, he said in a mix of people not knowing and people not, making the right decision on what they want to eat. We talked about this before on this podcast, where there's a fine line between you don't know and you don't want to know. So I think people don't understand there has to be a fine line between it where you're able to. I said it multiple times, we have these phones, we have internet now. It's funny how you can be able to find your hairdresser to get braids done tomorrow, or you can always find the release date on new Jordans, but you ain't able to Google what's good to put in your body. So I think it's all about priorities. So what do you think as far as the fine line between people just don't know or they just are too lazy and don't want to know? What do you think is the fine line?
I don't think it's lazy. I think no. I think it has to
I'll talk
be
about Shawn. I already know your perspective on
nigga.
I'm sorry. Ask the question one more time, G. I was listening to Trey. Go ahead.
it. But what's the fine
You
line
definitely didn't
between
specify. We about to start this shit tonight.
what's the fine line between people not knowing and them just lazy enough to being too lazy for them to figure out what's good for them?
I mean, well, for me, like I said, just knowledge of not of being like misinformed. I mean, like to me, it was taught to me very at a very young age. What goes into your body is the type of production you're going to get out of it. And my grandfather had cancer, so holistic medicines and vegetables that was very much in his diet and repertoire already. So me being informed on just something like that, it just overall it changed my perspective on just food in general. And then me being a multi-sport athlete as well. But and this is something that I don't understand, as well. Like, so everybody wants to be healthy, everybody wants to work out, everybody wants to do different things with their body, but they're not willing to change. You know what I mean? And I think the fine line is just honestly is habit. People not wanting to make the sacrifice it takes to reap the benefits of a natural lifestyle. When we talk about being healthy, it's not just working out. It starts in the kitchen. What I mean? It starts with what you eat. It starts with consistency and discipline, making sacrifices on,
Mhm.
your daily food habits. You know what I mean? And portion control. You know what I mean? So I think honestly, people just aren't. They want short term satisfaction, and they aren't motivated enough and patient enough, to see the change within themselves and to make the change. Period.
Mm.
That makes sense. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, there's a lot of truth in that. Man, it's almost hard to find that fine line on which way you should go because, like y'all said, there's a lot of commercials that push you towards it, and a lot of peer pressure. We talked about this on the podcast before. As soon as you're around your friends or certain family members, when you want to make a change and don't want to eat the same thing everybody else want to eat, they look at you like you the crazy one. So
Right.
that peer pressure comes in. So it's almost like you have to be like a black sheep nowadays and
Exactly.
just accept it. Um, Sometimes you have to be the black sheep for your family. Um, After a while, they make fun of it, but then eventually they'll be like, "Man, maybe I'm gonna do what he talking about do." But I ain't gonna tell them though. Maybe when I get home, I'm gonna start eating that stuff. I ain't gonna show them right in front of them because what at least 90% of people are followers, so they are part of that following. You ain't trying to be one. So
Exactly.
yeah, that's all the difference. Yep.
Yep.
As far
For
as that
sure.
spark, I believe that people don't have a spark. Like you could have all the education, but knowledge is power. Applied knowledge is power. So you don't. Most people don't feel the need to do nothing until there is something that happens. So once they have to go to the hospital, once they feel a chest pain, once they acknowledge how overweight they are, once they can't fit their clothes the same way, that's when it's like, okay, now I need to get in shape. Now I need to be healthier. Now I need to detox and diet. Now I need to pay attention to what I'm eating. I think people just don't. It ain't that lack of information. It's just that they don't have the proper.
Experience
Yeah,
experience is the best teacher
yeah.
type thing.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Makes sense. So shoot, what she said, it makes a lot of sense what she said in the video. I think we need to be able to be more cautious of just what we're buying and what we're putting into our body.
Yeah.
We do a lot of that. Just read contracts and read anything, do anything, and just sign it or buy it without even reading it. I think we need to some stuff. Well, none of the stuff you should be doing, but I think we need to be able to do that more when it comes to the food that we're putting in our bodies. Realize that this government don't really love you. They
Not at
ain't gonna
all.
care. The FDA don't mean nothing. When you see FDA and all that stuff, they don't really care. They care about that money. We just money cows to them. And as soon as you understand that, as soon as you can really understand to enlighten yourself on what are you putting in your body, basically. Um,
And that's what I think so deep about it as well. Like you said, just it's just a constant cycle. We putting all this stuff in the food, so you're gonna have to come back to talk to my doctors anyway, which we're gonna prescribe some BS mess. It's just you just stay in a continuous cycle. You just
Mm-hmm.
trapped. You know what I
yeah,
mean? I think you gotta like Trey said, you gotta have that fire and desire to want to change because you know it's out here. It's out here for us. There are alternatives. But
Right.
do we want to see that change enough that we're going to go against the grain to be the black sheep? Like G was saying, you right, man.
Yeah.
Another thing I think the young people could do as they are growing and expanding their consciousness is perhaps, yeah, for example, like on Thanksgiving. I know I do it. I'm observant of how I watch my uncles and whatnot, and and formerly my grandfather. I used to watch them eat
Mm-hmm.
and watch them after they eat, and it just looked like they'll be hurting. And I heard my uncle say, I heard my uncle he was talking to my grandmother, and she was like, "You're not gonna finish your corn pudding." He was like, "It's too sweet." I'm like, "Yeah, I know
Mm.
it's sweet, but but I could look at him and tell he's hurting trying to eat this food still at his big old age or whatever." But yeah, just kind of look at your family members, look at your family's health history. If you have diabetes or any other type of you know disorders and diseases that probably are more than likely rooted in the food they eat or
Mm-hmm.
and have been eating all their life. And if you take note of that and maybe eliminate those things out of your life, you can avoid having those same type of hereditary. I don't even want to say it's hereditary. It's just y'all eating the same shit, so y'all getting the same type of diseases. It might
Right.
not. I don't think it's just like, oh, because you're born by this lady and this man who have these diseases, you gonna get it too. I mean, I know in some cases, yes, but when it comes to like diabetes, I don't know. I don't think that's necessarily inherited.
makes
I
sense.
could be wrong though. I'm not a scientist, so don't
No,
quote me.
no, you made a lot of
So
sense.
you say you got the WebMD PhD.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Whatever
Oh
the
yeah,
PhD.
right.
So yeah, Wikipedia. That's
Don't
my
know
best book.
bookmarks.
Ain't that bad, man. Not a bad topic, man. I like them type of topics, man. We need to enlighten these people on how they can be able to, live a little bit better.
Yeah, we
Take
call
some
them
of this
health
time
topics.
out,
We
huh?
call them health topics, but they're more like wealth topics because your health is your wealth, as we all have heard, and we are experiencing that in our times.
Mm-hmm.
Your health is your wealth. If you
Yeah,
if you're not healthy, if you can't move, you know you you're not living, man. You're not really living. You dying slowly.
It's a fight out here, man. You got to fight for yourself. You got to fight for your health. You know what I'm saying? People that try to push and persuade you to do all types of things that don't really benefit you. Keep yourself priority, man.